How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. We also got to put in the disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor and this isn't financial advice. So just know when you do invest, you're doing it at your own risk. So today we're going to be talking about Tesla. You guys know how much I'm so bullish about this stock. Been holding it for quite some time and one of the best plays, especially if you're looking for a leader in the EV space. But before we get started, we got to go over the agenda. If you're new to this channel, just to let you know, we have timestamps that are down below in the description as well, just in case there's certain parts you may want to see over others in the video. So what we're going to be going over is a recent news article that came out. Elon Musk is talking on Twitter like usual, and this is in regards to autonomous driving update. We already know many companies are really competing for this spot. We see Xpeng has definitely seen a lot of success with this as far as advancement, but Tesla is like saying, wait, hold on a second. Don't forget about us. Here's the update on what we're doing. Like I said, whoever is able to get this technology out and be able to have it available for consumers and so forth, I feel like is definitely going to be having a great edge. So we're going to be going over that. And then after that, we're going to be taking a look, doing the technical analysis, taking a look at the price action. We're seeing that Tesla is selling off quite a bit. So where could it possibly pull back to? I feel that is key, especially if you want to get into a position. Maybe you might be looking to average down or maybe average up. And then after, we're going to be taking a look at the institutional ownership and as well as the short interest information. What will this tell us? This will tell us, hey, what is the overall market sentiment? Right? What are institutions actually doing? Have they been buying any Tesla as of late? Have they been selling? I think this is very key to know because we want to know what is the big money up to. And then when all of that is done, I'll be giving you guys my final thoughts. So let's get into it. So we're now on Barron's.com and we're going to take a look at a recent article that came out for Tesla at 4 p.m. Tesla is getting closer to an autonomous vehicle. Just ask Elon Musk. The self-driving cars that have been promised for years are finally pulling into consumers' driveways. They aren't yet available for sale to the general public, but Tesla CEO Elon Musk has flagged progress on that front as well. Waymo, the self-driving car company affiliated with Alphabet, which is Google, has robo-taxis operating in Arizona in what may be the first example of such a business operating in the US. And Nuro, a privately held California company, is running an autonomous fleet that can deliver packages. Both Waymo and Cruise Automation, General Motors' autonomous driving unit, recently applied to the California Department of Motor Vehicles for permits to use self-driving vehicles in the state with no driver at the wheel. A further regulatory hurdle for operating robo-taxis in the state would be gaining permission from the California Public Utilities Commission, which oversees ride-hailing. Waymo and Cruise for now don't appear to want to sell personal self-driving vehicles for consumers. They want to help fix traffic congestion and city smog by offering shared electric self-driving services. GM CEO Mary Barra has coined the mantra 0, 0, 0 for zero accidents, zero congestion, and zero pollution. Tesla, on the other hand, wants to sell self-driving cars to consumers. Musk tweeted about his company's progress on Tuesday. Now, how about the full self-driving V9 beta expansion and subscription launch, Elon Musk? That's all what we're waiting for, he responds. We had to focus on removing radar and confirming safety. That release goes out next week to US production. Then a week or two to polish pure vision, full self-driving, and the V9 beta will release. Difference between the V8 and the V9 is gigantic. All Tesla cars and many vehicles from other companies are sold with driver assistance functions such as adaptive cruise control. Tesla calls those features autopilot, but it also offers what it has named full self-driving mode or full self-driving as a $10,000 upgrade. The V9 or version 9 that Musk referred to is the software system he believes will move Tesla much closer to full autonomy. As Musk's tweet implies, Tesla is focused on optical cameras and software to achieve self-driving. He doesn't want to use radar and isn't using LiDAR or laser-based radar. LiDAR, however, is key to May other automakers' plans for fully autonomous cars. Waymo, Cruise, and Nuro all use LiDAR technology. Later this year, the Chinese EV maker Xpeng plans to introduce LiDAR sensors in a production vehicle. It will be one of the first cars customers can purchase with LiDAR. Xpeng is scheduled to report its first quarter earnings on Thursday morning. Investors will be looking for news about autonomous driving as well as the latest on demand for EVs in China. Like Tesla, Xpeng plans to introduce new versions of its self-driving software Xpilot this year. Whether Tesla or any other automaker achieves full self-driving for personal cars is a moot point to some degree. Driver assistance functions such as Xpilot, Autopilot, and full self-driving will get better and better, providing a feature customers will shop for regardless of how soon or whether they can optimally chill out with the family rather than taking the wheel on long drives. So that was the article I wanted to share with you guys. We already know if Tesla can get this mastered, get this down, they are working on it in regards to autonomous driving. It will definitely be reflected on the overall stock price and also establish themselves further in the EV space. So we're going to be doing a technical analysis for Tesla. So it closed the day at $589.89, being down 4.42% on the day. On the low, it tested $586, and then on the high, testing $620. So right away, when we take a look at the chart here, it's definitely looking bearish for Tesla. It is on a downtrend. It is also below our three indicators, which is the 100-day, the 200-day, and as well as the 21-day EMA. Tesla can begin to start looking bullish if it's able to actually show some price action above this 21-day EMA. It's not, so there's definitely some room for downside here. So the next level of support, if it decides to pull back even further to look out for, will be here right around $560. If this area ever did decide in regards to end up breaking, then I would definitely be looking out right over here around this 540 level, which is not that strong as you can see here. So as far as the downward pressure, it could easily get down to here. Yes, you're seeing this clearly around 517. And if it gets to that particular area, I see that as a big time buying opportunity, especially if you believe in the long-term prospects of Tesla. Even if we take a look at the RSI down below, it is definitely oversold here right at 21. We already know if it's under 30, we're getting this stock at a really good deal if we believe in it long term. So taking all of this into consideration, we're definitely going to have to see some strong price action from Tesla for it to start looking bullish again, so it can reclaim the 21-day as well as the 200-day and as well as the 100-day. But as far as areas of resistance, we could clearly see this $600 level is definitely a psychological level here. When it does get above 600, it tends to show some strong price action. But since it's trading below it, that's part of the reasons why we could definitely see some downward pressure and a possible test into the 560s this week or next week, or depending on the overall market conditions. So just wait, be patient. There's definitely some opportunities here. So now we're on fintel.io, and we're going to take a look at the institutional ownership for Tesla. So as we scroll down on the page, green rows indicate new possessions, while red rows indicate closed positions. So we could take a look as of the 12th, which was today. We also had Two Oaks Diversified Growth Income Fund Class A shares adding to their positions with about 1,300. If we take a look at what went down on the 11th, again, we have several institutions that are adding to their positions, and we also have Evergreen Advisors that ended up opening a new position going in with 525 shares. So if we scroll back even further, institutions are definitely loading up on Tesla. We're not seeing many institutions who are selling out of their positions completely or making adjustments in regards to selling. So this is really good to see. They're loading up on those dips. Another thing we're going to take a look at is the short interest information. And as we take a look at the short volume, it stands at around 6.5 million, and this was updated as of May the 12th. We'll get that update later on today. We scroll down low on the page, 23 minutes ago, short shares availability stands at around 10 million, and the short ball free rate stands at 0.25%. When we take a look at the history of the short volume ratio, we could see on the 11th it was around 16%, but we've seen in the past, hey, it's been able to be hitting 20 on May the 6th, May the 5th, and it got to 22 on May the 3rd, and also on April the 29th got to 22.62. So for the most part, Tesla is not heavily shorted. Overall market sentiment seems to be good, but do keep in mind, hey, we'll look forward to what those updated numbers might potentially be. I'm going to go out on a whim and I'm going to assume that it should be below 21% in regards to the short volume ratio. So for my final thoughts for Tesla, I feel the sell-off that we're seeing in the stock does provide a great opportunity. If you've been looking at this play and hey, you saw it in the 800, 900s that, oh my gosh, this is too expensive. Hey, now's your time to actually start considering it. Now, the next thing that I want to go over is the autonomous driving. The fact that they are making advancements, I feel is really key. They said it will be ready by next year, but one thing I'm going to tell you right now, when it does come out, one thing that we do know, the stock price is definitely going to be moving. So take advantage of where the stock price is right now at a cheap price. The goal here is to buy low and sell high, okay? So if you have the opportunity to do that, please consider it. Another thing is Tesla is a leader in the EV space. And I emphasize this to you guys quite a bit. You do not want to be investing in a bunch of stocks in the same sector. You want to choose who the leaders are. And the fact that Tesla is a leader in the EV space, and they're also going to be benefiting hugely of Joe Biden's plans in regards to the infrastructure, it's one of those things that you need to think about when you're going to be making an investment and should be governing your strategy. As far as for myself, since I believe in the long-term prospects of Tesla, this is something that I'm definitely going to be holding for at least 10 years. As EV adoption grows, Tesla will grow, and that's why I feel like it's a great play. So if you're considering the opportunity to actually get into a position, hey, it's worth considering. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll be talking real soon.